Okay, good morning or evening. Welcome to
MonsterMath37.
MonsterMath37. So I'm going to read you a math counts problem. In 3 flips of an unfair coin, the probability of getting 3 heads is equal to the probability of getting exactly 2 tails. Okay, the question is, what is the ratio of the probability of flipping a tail to the probability of flipping a head? Express your answer as a common fraction. Okay, so got 3 flips of an unfair coin, and the probability of getting 3 heads is the same as the probability of getting exactly 2 tails. And we're asked for the probability of flipping a tail, the probability of flipping a head. Okay, so how are we going to solve this problem?
Well, we call the probability of flipping a head, just a head, h.
Okay.
So we need to find the probability of flipping a tail to the probability of flipping a head.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say the probability of flipping a tail is 1 minus h.
Okay.
Because the 2 probabilities would have to add up to 1.
All right.
H and 1 minus h.
Okay.
So remember that 3 head flips is equal to exactly 2 tail flips.
All right. Good.
So it says that h cubed equals, so exactly 2 tail flips would have to mean that it's 1 minus h squared times h, because you have to have, the third one would have to be a head.
Okay.
Well, there's 3 ways to flip exactly 2 tails.
Why?
Because the head could go first, second, or third.
Okay.
But
So how does that change your equation?
we have to multiply this side by 3.
Okay. So that's a really important step. If you don't multiply that side by 3, you're gonna have a problem. Because how many ways are there to get 3 heads?
There's just one way.
There's just one way to get heads every time. But to get exactly 2 tails, now you need, it's the same as getting exactly 1 head, and that can happen 3 ways. Okay, so now we've got an equation, so that's good. What's the first thing to do in solving this equation?
Well, we could multiply out this inside the parentheses.
Yeah, but this is a math counts problem. And so if you start doing lots of algebra, you're probably traveling down the wrong path.
Well, we could
How
divide
can we
by h.
simplify first?
Divide by h.
Divide by h, okay. H squared equals 3 times 1 minus h squared. Okay, so now, right away, the solution is just a little bit easier. Okay?
I mean, we could take the square root of both sides, maybe.
Interesting, okay.
Because then that would say h is 1 minus h times the square root of 3.
Alright. Please put your parentheses in there so I don't have to worry. Okay. So you notice both sides were squares. Okay, good. So what now?
Well, this kind of complicates things a little.
Oh,
But
so maybe if you want to solve for h, it complicates things. But what are you trying to solve for?
we're trying to solve for h over 1 minus h.
H over 1 minus h. No, sorry, you're trying to solve for tails over heads. So
So that would be 1 minus h over h.
yeah, you're trying to solve for 1 minus h
So
over
we could bring this down and bring that to the other side.
Uh-huh.
So we get 1 minus h over h equals 1 over root 3.
Okay.
So that's root 3 over 3.
Yeah. So, a couple nice bits of your solution. So factoring out the h first saves you an enormous amount of complexity. Taking that square root was a great thing to notice. Saves you an enormous amount of complexity. But then the real trick into saving the absolute maximum amount of complexity is don't solve for h, because what are you supposed to solve for? 1 minus h over h. You don't need to know what h is. And then that gives it to you. So good job. Good work.